All right. Thank you everyone for joining us for our first virtual class of 2023. We're all about salads today. So what I am actually going to do today is I'm going to cook one and then talk about a whole stack of other ones that you could do, and hints and tips as well for salads. So I am going to come across. I've actually saved it in my week, but I'm going to have a look anyway. It is, so I am going to type in salad and hit search. And there's actually 959 recipes with the word salad involved. And that's in English. So that's a really good stacks and stacks and stacks of ideas. So I've put it in my week. And these are other ones that I've toyed with earlier today. A steak stir-fry salad, I've done that one before. That is really nice. Kale pesto pasta salad tickled my fancy, and the red pesto chicken salad as well. But I've ended up on Wendy Crosby's shredded chicken noodle salad because I thought that sounded lovely and fresh for today.
That's nice.
Yeah. So it's got my favorite as well, coriander and mint together. So as with all the recipes, we have our time, we have our ingredients, our preparation, and then our utensils, nutrition, hints and tips. So this was actually a recipe from a consultant, which is pretty awesome. And if you can see that I can highlight this step. So if I just wanted to do the shredded chicken salad and not the actual dressing part of it, I could just scroll down to the step that I wanted and click on that, and it would jump straight to the step that I was looking for, rather than having to go through next on our recipes. But we're going to do the whole thing today. We're going to press start cooking. So we're going to put 2 garlic cloves, 1 fresh bird's eye chili. I've sort of put half a little chili. I'm not the biggest chili gal, but I'll give it a whirl. Insert measuring cup. Next, so 5 seconds. Tells me to turn speed selected to 7, and it shows me where 7 is. And you can hear that it's pretty much done anyway. So to stop the chiming, you can either press the button, press the screen, or press next. So transfer to a bowl. I'll pop it back in my little bowl and show you how it's all chopped. So I always hang my bowl off my thumb, off my left thumb, and hold it like that, because it's actually better ergonomically, and you actually can get, it's a better position to scrape everything out. So I always scrape around, there we go, scrape around the bowl rather than scrape down, because you get more bang for your buck, and it scrapes out faster. So there we go. Just a little one. Then we've got 60 grams of fish sauce. So I am not the biggest fan of fish sauce. And my daughter's a vegetarian. So I'm actually going to try the vegan FYSH sauce today and see what the taste is like instead of normal fish sauce. Ta-da.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but it's actually a dressing, so you're only putting a bit on each dish. I'm glad I chose the vegan one. 60 grams of white vinegar. 60 on the knocker. 60 grams of water. So, of course, the TM6 does the scales in 1 gram increments. And as much as I say I'm a chucker, I'm always aiming for exact, just for the heck of it. All right, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. Oops. 2 tablespoons there. So place simmering basket instead of mixing cup, which is our new instructions because we're going to be cooking at over 95 degrees. Next, 3 minutes, speed 1. All right, so with the TM6, once it gets to 37 degrees, above the 100, you're going to have 37, which is the temperature of the bowl. Then once it goes over 60 degrees, the lights will turn red. And to show you that the bottom of the bowl is hot.
Lisa, could you, instead of using this simmering bowl on top, could you use that new
splash guard?
Yes, instead, or do you have to use a simmering bowl?
Got to use the simmering basket because the splash guard, the steam will end up here and it will just drip back down in.
Okay, whereas so you only use that when they tell you to use it?
Yes. Okay. So that's for when you're using max heat with oil. The simmering basket is to let steam out, but not splash.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
So, yeah, we're at 75 degrees now. So, yeah, each and everything. So the measuring cup, the simmering basket, the splash guard and the varoma all have their uses. And we don't like to, we only like to use them for what their use is. All right, so we've got 1:34 left to go. So at the moment, so today is the 12th of January, from this morning at 9 a.m. until 28th of February, we have the cutter demo. So I actually have a cutter. It is in on its way to me via Australia Post from Melbourne. What the cutter is something that we've all wanted, or we've all been waiting for. It slots into the bowl, and it is a double-sided blade. Kind of looks like that, except for a little bit different. And what it does, it slices thick or thin, and on the other side, it shreds thick or thin. And so I'm very excited. I actually got a hold of the prototype at the end of last year for a few hours, for 24 hours, and I had stacks of fun. I was able to make a potato bake in about 2.5 minutes after peeling the potatoes. It only took me 2.5 minutes to slice all the potatoes in the cutter. So if anyone is looking for a cooking experience, to get a hold of the cutter, because it's only a host reward between now and the 28th of Jan, and then it will be available for sale sometime after that. Awesome. So if nobody buys at your demo, it's $159. It's normally retails at $199. But if somebody buys at your demo / cooking experience, the cutter is free. So that's a pretty amazing deal at the moment. So set aside in the mixing bowl to cool. Once cooled, pour into the bowl with the reserved garlic and chili. I'm going to be a rebel. I'm not going to wait for it to cool. I'll just pop it into a bowl, let it cool. I'll grab one. There we go. I'm still learning my way around my my little kitchen. So a little granny flat in my house. Okay, right. So then can you remind me when it is cool to add the lime juice and stir to combine? So we'll get to that because the other one will be cooking in a minute. Pop that to the side to cool down. Okay, without cleaning the mixing bowl, always our favourite instruction. 600 grams of water. Have either of you made lots of interesting salads with the Thermomix?
No, I don't tend to do those sort of salads.
Oh, don't you?
No, it's just lettuce and make a big plate picky thing salads, but not this sort.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of the beef salads, and I've made a few because my daughter's been a vegetarian for about a year now, 2 years now. I've been making a few other salads like quinoa and risotto and all sorts of stuff. So teaspoon of chicken stock powder or paste. As we all know, I'm too lazy to do that, so I just use my veggie stock in everything. I'll make chicken stock again sometime this year, but not today.
Nothing wrong with that. That's all I use.
Yeah. I just, But then I thought, well, actually, I should make the chicken and the beef stock. And then, because I find that I don't use enough of it in the 6 months, but what I really should do is make it and start gifting it to people.
Just keep it in the freezer.
That's what I'm going to do.
Or put it in the freezer.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I tend to forget things in the freezer.
Yeah.
Mine's in a tub at the door. I can open it and take a spoonful and shut the door again.
Yeah.
So it doesn't freeze hard?
No, the salt stops it.
No.
It's easy to dig a spoonful out.
That's a good idea.
I've just never been a freezer fan. Everybody else has. So 500 grams of chicken breast fillet, which I'll just grab out of my fridge. I've chopped it into cubes. So we're cooking the chicken in the basket today, which is a little bit different to it normally is, but it actually poaches it and puts the flavour through, which is really good. Next, insert the measuring cup. Next, so 8 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 4. And what happens, because it's speed 4, the liquid lifts up. The higher the speed, the higher the liquid. But with the basket in, we don't want to go over speed 4. So that will cook away. I will just put, there we go, turn the sound off, so then I can keep chatting. So I am going to share my screen. There we go. Can everyone see that? Yep. Cool. So any hint for young players that I'll remind everybody is that if you go to your profile, so when you log in as an Australian to CookieDo, you'll start off with 3,000 odd recipes. But I know myself that I love to explore more things. So we actually go to our profile. You can change your cooking style anytime. All that does is they will recommend things to you in CookieDo. And then go down to update your filter. And if you've got the blade, cutter and peeler, tick that. Change your language to, or have your language in English, and take away Australia as a country or region. And when you hit save, and then you explore and hit search, you'll actually have 10,000 recipes to go with. which is much more fun than 3,000. So I have actually saved a whole stack of salad recipes today that I thought were quite interesting. Now, another thing with salad, if you're just going to have a normal salad, just with veg and dressing, make sure that you actually have the dressing in the bowl at the same time as when you chop the veg, because you actually get a better quality cut. You know, it's not huge, but we're all about quality, and it really is a better quality cut. So that's why you'll notice when you do your broccoli salad or your beetroot salad or your coleslaw, the dressing is in with the salad when it chops it in a normal Thermomix recipe. Okay, so we've got like Buddha bowls. I highly recommend the peanut and soba noodle slaw. I actually made that in a virtual at the end of last year. That's lots of fun. Green bean and radicchio. So there's a seaweed salad, which I thought was pretty groovy. Now, the Vietnamese style noodle salad is actually it's a brand new recipe, and it's actually a part of the cutter recipes. So I'm going to open that. So I was scrolling through. That's a TM5 version. So it says insert Thermomix cutter shaft in the basket with the side facing up. So there's a whole bunch of new recipes with the cutter. And then if you scroll down, so there you go, Thermomix cutter TM5, UK and Ireland. Another thing with recipes is that you can actually change the portion size now. It's a recent update. There's 100 recipes so far, or 100 or more recipes so far, where you can actually click on it and change the portion size. I'll show you one in a minute. But if it's not one of the 100 recipes, you can click on there, make it your own. So you actually have to look at the recipe and make sure that it's correct, because they haven't done this fully. Let's change it to 2. So you can see 250 grams of cucumber, 250 carrots. I'm going to change it from 4 servings to 2, and it reduces. The only thing that you have to look at is if you need to steam something. And so you just need to make sure that there's enough water in the bowl, just in case the recipe halves it. If it's not one of the 100 recipes that's already been done, you click on save and done, and it actually takes it to your created recipes. Whereas, found this last night, fettuccine. So the creamy tomato and salami fettuccine recipe is already, you can change it from 4 portions to 2. And this is what it looks like on the screen when you can change the portions. This is one of the 100 recipes so far. So I'll change that to 2. And the serving size has been changed. Then I can just click on cook today. And it's not actually saved it into my created recipes because it's one of the 100. I've not actually changed it with my own personal changes. Right, let's go back to the recipes. Let's look at salads again. So highly recommend the lemongrass beef salad. There's the shredded chicken one that we're doing. I'm going to try this sweet potato and broccoli one because my daughter loves both of those things. Now, here's a couple of different potato salads that you could do. You don't have to do the boring old potato salad. So you've got the warm potato salad, the Korean pickled potato salad, which
I made the Aussie potato salad at Christmas and everyone liked it.
yes, I've heard really good things about that one, and also the Korean one as well. So your potato salad can be quite different. So you can see that this warm potato salad has got whole grain mustard in it, because you can up and see it. Let me just see if I'm right. Russet potatoes, Dijon mustard. Ooh, no, chives. Okay. Well, I would put, it does have mustard in it though. Okay, I was wrong. Now, the rice salad is fantastic, especially when you've got huge groups of people coming over. The rice salad will fill, you know, you've got every part of the thermomix cooking something, and you can fill the whole varuna with vegetables to go. Beet salad, so that's something different to your normal beetroot salad. That's a lot more fun. All right, let me stop share for a second. All right, next, so stir the chicken with a spatula to ensure even cooking. Yeah. So at the moment, the chicken is because it was all clumped together, the inside hasn't cooked. So that's why we stir it. So measuring cut back in. Next, 7 minutes, 100 speed 4. Where we go. It says you can add a couple of minutes, so I'm actually going to add 2 minutes because I can. Right, share screen again. So here's another potato salad: quail, eggs, capers, and anchovies when you're really trying to show off. Salmon and prawns. There's another Thai beef salad, that's lovely as well. Another beetroot salad, which is lovely if you like blue cheese. Veggie pasta salad, mixed grain salad, that looks lovely. I've heard good things about that one. Now the beef salad, so I highly recommend the risotto salad with artichoke and feta, that's beautiful. And the halloumi, walnut and pomegranate salad as well was really nice. There's another beef salad, chipotle bean and corn salad, that was really good, and a Mexican quinoa salad. So let me explore and hit salad. So then something you can do with salads as well, with cookie dough, is you can actually go from recipes to collections. This is opening cookie dough in a website. So in Chrome, I can change it to collections and look at all of this. So you've got salads, salad dressings, all sorts of stuff, hearty salads. Now there's all the different languages here. Let me show you. If you open it in Chrome, it will automatically translate for you. So spring, summer salads and appetizers. So there's lots of really nice ones there. Back. And then another thing you can look at as well is articles. So cookie dough has so much stuff in it that you can look at. So we've got salads for every occasion. This is also in all the different languages. So really it's only the top one that's mostly about salads, although that one's about tomatoes. So let's scroll back up. So salads for every occasion. And then there's building your own salad. So there's lots of information within Cookie Do, not just recipes, which is fantastic. So then you can click on salad inspiration, and that'll bring it up with all the different languages as well. So that one. So if your Chrome does not automatically translate to English, you can right click and translate. So pasta salad with trout and vegetables. And I can see peas there, but I'm actually 52 and I don't have to eat peas if I don't want to. That is what I always say. So I'm not going to go for a recipe that has peas. And then log in. Thinks about it. I know, right? Let's go back. Let's go back. That makes, it's taken me to the UK site. There we go. We're back to AU. Okay. So let's have a look. So the cutter, I wanted to show you. Let's watch a little video because Cookie Do also has videos. Not sure if you'll hear it. We'll see. Can you hear it? No, probably not. Hang on, I'll take my earbuds out.
No sound.
Let me it's out and press play.
Presentation and textures of your
Now
meals
I
in
can.
no time and without extra effort. Imagine the endless possibilities of the new accessory Thermomix cutter. One disc with 4 cutting functions that will broaden your Thermomix cutting experience. Now, bring new life to your fruits and vegetables at the touch of a button. Just place Thermomix cutter into the mixing bowl. Select the mode to grate thickly or thinly. A gentle touch is all you need to cut your vegetables, fruits, toppings, and garnishes in seconds with ease, and letting nothing go to waste. Then, simply turn over to slice thickly or thinly. Preventing contact between the cutting disc and your fingers, Thermomix cutter is safe to use and easy to clean. Collect your cut preparations directly into the dedicated cutter basket without interfering with the cooking steps done in the mixing bowl. Broaden the chopping, shredding, and grinding possibilities of your Thermomix TM6 or TM5 with one single disc that offers 4 new cutting functions. Thermomix cutter will expand your creativity, elevating the textures of the healthy food you prepare for yourself and your loved ones.
Can you tell that I'm all excited about the colour?
I think it's great.
Having it for the 24 hours, it's just, you know, it's one of those things we've all been waiting for. All right. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes 31 to go. How's everyone going? Does anyone have any questions?
Not yet.
Not yet? Cool.
No, not yet.
Salads are kind of simple, sort of, ish.
I think I've just got to think outside the square.
Yes. So even just like exploring what's there on Cookie Do and getting an idea. Like I love trying, there's a few Israeli couscous salads, and then normal, you know, quinoa and rossoni, and things like having spinach or kale instead of your lettuce is sometimes really good. There's a few kale salads in there, which I thought were look really cool. And then definitely spinach. So another thing that we do is I actually make the sauce from the leftover roast bao buns. It's a hoisin sauce that's actually from that recipe. And I actually I put vermicelli and spinach, carrot, cucumber, cashews, toasted sesame seeds, black and white, for my daughter. And she has that as her salad for lunch. And then I put the sauce in a little container, and she puts that on when she's at school, and she loves that. So you don't actually even have to use a recipe with one of the salad dressings. If you really love a sauce from something else, you can use that. So that's, yeah, it is. It really is. Like, we just had stacks left over one day, and she's like, oh, well, why can't I have it with my salad? Okay. And the tradition occurred. All right. Next, so they are infilling, of course, a lot of the recipes with videos as well. So if you ever forget how to take your basket out, there's a little video within the recipe. There we go. Okay. So, actually, I'm just going to triple check that it's cooked. Yep, and it is. Actually, I might just do 1 extra minute, just to be sure. And because even though we're following a recipe, we still have control. So I can go back. I'm going to turn it down to 2 minutes because I only want to do 2 extra minutes, and pop it up to speed 4. So if you're a confident cook, you can still follow a recipe, but do as you need to, backwards and forwards. Or if you need more time or a little bit more speed, you can do that once it's started. It won't actually let you go past the speed that it thinks it needs to start with, but I can back it off if I want, but I don't want to for this particular recipe because we want that liquid to go through the chicken. All right, so we have our sauce. I'm going to remember to put our 2 tablespoons, and what I'm going to do is go back to recipe detail and double check how much. So it's 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Add the lime juice, stir to combine, and then I'm also going to add my garlic and my chili into it. So also, even though I'm following the recipe, I can check out and see what else is going on. If I need to go back to a step. So I haven't got an actual lime. There's the pity, but lime juice will do today. Let's do that. So because I'm home alone this week, I'll just be putting in bits and pieces. I haven't cut up all the carrot and the mint and the coriander that it says. I just cut up what I think I'll need for now. We go, and it shows, we can go back up here. And it's stopped. Next, move the simmering basket. Pull back so you can drip. You can just sit it there to rest and to drip out. I know the word, but it's not coming back to me right this second. So I'm actually just going to sit it on my Baroma lid for the moment until I'm ready to dish up. Because now leave the poaching liquid in the mixing bowl, and it says put 150 grams of vermicelli, but I'm actually just going to put one lot in, which is only like 37 grams, but that's okay. Allow to soften for 5 minutes, mixing with a spatula. So that's a good use of that, rather than using other water.
It's got more flavour too.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Actually, I probably would put more stock in there next time too. And maybe other flavours if I got crazy. All right, so then next, using the simmering basket, drain the noodles, rinse under cold running water before placing in a large serving bowl. And then without, place to reserve chicken. All right. Can hear it crackling away. I've never actually heard it. Do that before. Let me just get another bowl and the chicken. Just put that there. And you can see that it's lovely and poached. And then to do it with the basket, let's say basket. Yep, simmering basket, rinse under cold water. So I'm going to take the basket and actually pop it in the sink. And then pour through.
You'll lose your stock.
That's all right. Let off, put under the bowl underneath. So I can always use that for later.
Yeah.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So I just pour that through. I love vermicelli. It's so versatile for a lot of things. So now it's actually entwined around the blades. So all I'm going to do, and I'll show you as soon as I come back to the camera, is I actually turn the base of the blades and it comes off, which is great for when you've got bread dough and also spaghetti and other pastas and things. All right. All right, let me come back and show you. So what I did was I turned it upside down and I just twist the blades. And as I twist and turn, the noodles come out, which is a great handy thing to do. So without cleaning the mixing bowl, we're going to put our chicken back in. Whoops. Because it was one extra P. And then we're going to shred. So insert the measuring cup. 3 seconds. It's put it onto reverse and speed 4. So you can either do, I'll do it now. There we go. So for 4 seconds. Next. All right. So there's our shredded chicken. You can also do, if you do bigger clumps of chicken, I do speed 5 for 3 seconds. That also works really well. Let me grab my things. Okay. There's the noodles. There's shredded chicken.
Esther, have you ever done like pulled beef or pork to do it like pulled pork or pulled beef with the shred? You do this.
Yes.
principle.
Yeah, same principle, reverse, speed 5 for about 3 seconds. Same as if you want to make cauliflower into cauliflower rice, because you're knocking it, you're not cutting it. And that's what the shredding is. So it's got to be on reverse.
Yeah.
And I normally do speed 5.
Okay. Thanks.
Obviously, this recipe did speed 4, but okay. Place the serving bowl onto the mixing bowl lid. So snow peas, didn't have any. Bean sprouts, don't like them.
What's left? What's left? Not much.
Carrot.
Chilies.
I was actually going to do cucumber as well, but I got distracted.
Quick pick of red onions would be good in there.
Oh yeah, and then your mint, and then your coriander. And I've actually got tossed to combine. So I've actually got, I'm going to do a little bit of spring onion as well, because I can. Toss. Probably could have done the carrot a little bit smaller, but that's all right. Nice bit of pop of colour there. So sprinkle with roasted peanuts. And fried shallots, love them. I would add them to pretty much every salad. I'll show you those.
So you do them and you can keep them?
No, you can do them, but the ones that I made just before Christmas are gone already. So I just cheated and got the ones from Woolies.
But
you can.
Supermarket.
Sorry?
You go to the Asian supermarket, they're dirt cheap and you get a huge bag.
Yeah, I got this massive bag today. They must have got them in bulk. But yeah, you can actually make your own fried shallots as well. And then we drizzle with our dressing. And we're done. And that is
Looks nice.
lovely and fresh.
Looks good.
Yeah. And that's why like salad doesn't have to be boring. It can be a little bit more. I don't know what else you put with that, but lots of things. I definitely put the cucumber in because I'm not a sprout gal. Finish. All right. Any other questions?
Can we get a taste?
We need smell-o-vision, don't we?
We do.
And taste-o-vision.
Looks good.
Looks nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I really quite like this one. I'll have a taste of it and see if it beats the the steak stir fry salad, which I ate lots of last summer, which was really good. But with any meat dish, any beef dishes, always buy the best quality beef that you can afford, because it will just be that much better quality of a result.
Sounds good.
Awesome. And yes, questions? Any?
No, I think that's covered most things. Thank you.
Is that a 2 serve or a 1?
I would. Well, for me, that's probably 2 serves because I've got a sleeve. But that's probably 1 serve. But I think it was 6 because that was only 38 grams of the vermicelli, and there's absolutely stacks and stacks of chicken left.
Okay.
So let's have a look. Actually,
Did you do the full quantity of chicken?
Yes, I did the full quantity of chicken because then I can use it later.
Yep.
Whereas I know and I did the full quantity of the sauce.
Yeah.
But I knew that I could do the vermicelli and other stuff fresh as I needed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is 4 portions.
Yeah, and they're big bowls too, aren't they?
Yeah, that's quite a big bowl. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Thank you, Lisa.
No worries. So every Thursday night, 7 p.m, be there or be square. And I'm planning on having pre-decided my themes a month in advance so that people will know what they're coming to see. Theme, if not actual recipe, because I usually work out what I feel like having on the day. But it'll definitely be a theme. So, you know, maybe gluten-free or desserts or something like that.
Great.
And I definitely want, sorry?
Feel free to improvise. Everyone has to.
Yes, definitely. So cool. All right. Thanks so much for coming along.
Thanks, Lisa. We'll see you soon.
And I hope to see you next week.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye.